What is going on, fam? I just shaved the head, so it's looking like a bowling ball almost. I'm gonna shave it like once a week, maybe every 2 weeks at the most, but fresh cut just for you. So today's topic, calories. How many calories should you be eating? Should you be eating on a raw vegan diet? Well, in this video, we're gonna talk about the 3 things you need to know about calories. We're gonna talk about function over form. We're gonna be talking about a calorie is a calorie, and we're gonna be talking about goals. So let's get into the first one. Actually, let's start with goals. Let's start with goals, shall we? Goals are fun. The amount of calories you eat needs to be in alignment with your goals. So when you're thinking of calories, don't think in terms of like, how many should I eat for health? How many should I eat for like optimal health? It's not about that. It's about how many calories do you need to eat to be in alignment with your goal. And your goal is either going to be to lose weight, maintain weight, or gain weight. And if your goal is to lose weight, then you're going to probably be eating somewhere in the range of 12 calories per pound of body weight. If your goal is to maintain weight, you're probably going to be eating somewhere in the range of 15 calories per pound of body weight. And if your goal is to gain weight, you're probably going to be eating somewhere in the range of 17, 18, 20 calories per pound of body weight. And that's if you're sedentary. If you're active, okay, you might need a bit more calories than that, but you're probably going to need a bit more calories than that. Again, it all depends on your goal. And if you don't have a goal, then there's no point in even talking about calories. Get a goal first. Write down your goal first. Is your goal to lose weight? Is your goal to maintain your weight? Is your goal to gain weight? Okay, because that's going to determine how many calories you need to be eating. It's either less, or it's either more, or it's the exact same. All right. So number one, goal. You need a goal. Calories need to be in alignment with your goal. If you don't have a goal, the heck are you doing? A notebook, pen and paper. Get a pen, get some paper, and write your goals down. Okay. So if you're wondering like, well, I don't know if I should gain weight or if I should lose weight for my goal, you just gotta kind of ask yourself, like, if I want to run a marathon, and I want to run that marathon time under 3 hours, would it be a lot easier to run that marathon under 3 hours if I weighed like a couple pounds less? If the answer is yes, boom, you lose weight. But if you're already underweight and you need to gain weight to have more muscle, then you need to freaking gain weight. So that's the first one, goal. The second is a calorie is a calorie. In the same way that a pound is a pound, and a kilogram is a kilogram, and a kilometer is a kilometer. It doesn't matter if a kilometer goes around in a circle or if the kilometer goes straight. It's a freaking kilometer. It's a unit of measurement. Same thing with a pound. People say, what weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound of bricks? They weigh the same. It's a pound. So when people say, oh, but a pound of muscle weighs more than a pound of fat, how is that possible? It's a pound. A pound is a pound. Same thing with calories. Now, yes, certain calories pack way more nutrients in them, phytonutrients in terms of vitamins and minerals, whereas other calories are kind of nutrient void. They're nutrient deficient. They're just purely fat or purely protein or purely carbs, but they don't really have those high amounts of vitamins and minerals in them. And so in that respect, a calorie is not a calorie. But in respects to sheer measurement, yes, a calorie is a calorie. And the reason this is important is because you can't get away with eating 5,000 calories of fruit and expect not to gain weight if what you really need to be eating to maintain weight is around 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 calories. If you're overeating calories, you're going to gain weight. If you're undereating calories, you're going to lose weight. That's bar none the main point of discussion here. When I say a calorie is a calorie, I mean when you're overeating on calories, you gain weight. When you're undereating on calories, you lose weight. There's nothing else to it besides, sure, mindset and how good you feel and how likely you are to sustain that calorie deficit or that calorie surplus. But at the end of the day, in the sheer measuring perspective, it's a calorie is a calorie. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's coming from lettuce or McDonald's hamburgers. It's a freaking calorie. If I was to eat 5,000 calories of lettuce every day, I would gain weight. If I was to eat 1,000 calories of McDonald's hamburgers every day, I would lose weight. Now, it's not to say don't care about where your calories come from. Obviously, care where your calories come from, because if you're eating high quality food, you're going to experience high quality mood. When you're experiencing high quality mood, you're much more likely to accomplish your goal. All right, so keep that in mind. Goal first, and then focus on high quality foods to make sure your moods are optimal. All right, so that's the second thing. The third thing I want to talk about is function over form. Now, this kind of ties back to the first piece about having a goal, because when it comes to your weight and how you look, a lot of people put too much emphasis on the form of their body. Like, how does their body look? As opposed to how does it function? Like, how many burpees can you do? I mean, how fast can you do 100 burpees? If you can't do 100 burpees, you got to work on your function. Your body needs to be able to function properly, right? So function over form. How great is your digestion? If your digestion sucks, you got to focus on digestion function. Make sure you're functioning optimally. So if you can't use your body, but your body looks great, it's like kind of dumb. It's useless. Even for models, you might say, okay, what about models? Even models though, the function of a model's body is to look really good. So a model is fulfilling his or her or their function by looking really aesthetic, looking super shredded, super lean. It looks freaking amazing, and that fulfills the function. So their function happens to be form. You look at like a UFC fighter or a boxer who has to cut weight before a fight. They're cutting weight, and you say, oh, but cutting weight, it goes against the function of being a strong fighter because they're weaker now. Yeah, but it's fulfilling that function because they need to get into that form in order to meet that weight, so the next day they can gain the weight and be strong again. But as a human being, if you're just so focused on the mirror, you're just so focused on how you look, but you don't have a goal, so therefore you don't really have any purpose to function well. Like you don't have any reason to be fast or be strong or be fit. If you don't have that, you're screwed. You're just chasing your tail like a dog. So you're never going to be completely content with the reflection of the mirror, because it's going to depend. The reflection of the mirror, how good you look in the mirror, is just a reflection of how you're feeling in your head in the moment. So when you're feeling great, the reflection of the mirror looks great. When you feel like crap, the reflection of the mirror looks like crap. It's all about that self-love that you have for yourself. But if you, and your moods fluctuate. And so if you instead have a goal where you have to use your body to function, you got to go on hikes and you got to lift weights and you got to do gardening, make that your focus. Like how fast can you run that marathon? How many pull-ups can you do? How much weight can you lift? Okay. How many hours a day can you go for these long walks that you like to go for? How far can you swim? Right? That's function. Focus on function. Let function reign supreme over the form of your body, how it looks and all that. Okay? Because we're all genetically built differently. It's easy to look on Instagram and be like, oh, I want to look like him or I want to look like her. But you're never going to. You're going to look like the best version of yourself, or you're going to look like any version of yourself. Okay? But again, don't let you looking the best take away from you performing at your best as well. So that's all I wanted to say. Just to recap, we've got make sure you set a goal, understand that a calorie is a calorie, and understand that you want to prioritize function over form. That's it for now. Peace out. Much love. Adios. Bye.